What's up guys, it's a Noobify here, and today we're going to be talking about our Chroma build that was featured in our Tower 4 solo survival. This build revolves around me being as tanky as physically possible whilst going solo. Okay, I've put together a few different builds so you can experiment with some honourable mentions going to other mods that you probably won't think to use. So we're going to hop straight in. Here's my lovely little Chroma. Lovely little Chroma. Very hard to colour. And we're going to revolve around tankiness, so we're going to go for Elemental Ward and Vex Armour. Spectral Scream and Effigy, not really playing into solo play, more those abilities are more based around team play. But Elemental Ward and Vex Armour come in very handy if you're going solo. Elemental Ward also features if you are playing as part of a team. So let's have a look at his stats. As you can see, we have 145% strength, negative range because it is just us, 100 power efficiency, which is just bog standard. We don't need it because of the build, and of course duration being the maximum because we want to maximize how long we can spend as a tank. So let's have a look at, first of all, we'll go to the mods, and here we go. It is a 5-former build. I know, depressing as you look at it, but it really is good. I'm not a Chroma player, I've always been against Chroma, but in this instance I took a different path, and surprisingly I believe in the Chroma. Very, very, very efficient on his own. So of course corrosive projection, you can change that for energy siphon depending on how cautious or let's say how worried you are about using energy, but then again you've got large energy pads should you need them. Power drift mod for the 30% resist knockdown chance, as well as the increase of 15% power strength, which comes into play with Vex Armour, as we will go on to talk about soon. Prime Flow, quick thinking again. Even though he is tanky, I'm going to show you guys builds that will keep you alive if you are worried. I'm always worried in the game. I don't want to be knocked down because, you know, it's just like getting hit by a kappa. So quick thinking will be featured in a lot. It will help you, it will reassure you, and it will save your life. Steel fiber, because he has a rather nice armor to begin with, so we want to increase that. We want to increase Vex Armor's increase to your armor, which we'll get onto shortly. Vitality, because we don't want shield, we want health, which comes into play with rage. Intensify increases the Vex Armor efficiency, as well as my tankiness on Scorn and Fury. And narrow-minded, because we don't need the range, but we do need the duration, and of course prime continuity if you don't have the prime variant. So what should we do? I think we'll show you the other honourable mentions. So I've put together other builds. These are just examples, guys. You can configure it. Remember the key rule, this build is what helps me. It works for my playstyle, and if you give it a go, it will probably work for you as well. So config B, and what we've done here is we've subbed out corrosive projection for energy siphon. We've changed out power drift for sure-footed. Not many people use it. It's actually a relatively good mod, and the reason it is good, especially with tankier characters or even squishier Warframes, is because you get a 60% chance to resist knockdown, which if you're going for high tier stuff can come in very handy. This time we have added Streamline. We added that just because, you know, efficiency for those out there that worry about it. Apart from that, guys, the build is relatively the same, as we can see. The only difference being that we sub out quick thinking. This is for more advanced people. Only try it if you're comfortable, guys. Again, play around with the builds. The config A here is what got me through Tower 4 Survival solo. I actually extracted at 50 minutes. I chose to extract. I could have kept going, but I thought I best cut it a bit short here. And then we'll go on to config C, and we're back to full tank with a bit more mobility this time. So we've gone corrosive projection, we've kept sure-footed in there, but this time we've added, instead of streamlined, we've subbed that out for armored agility. This will increase your tankiness even more. We take out quick thinking because we're going to literally put faith in the armor. Again, give it a go, see how it plays. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of the builds and which one actually worked for you. Or if you have a different build, let me know. Right, let's get on to the good stuff. Right, most importantly, guys, is your appearance. This is the key thing. I am a ice tank chroma. Ice tank chroma needs you to have an energy output of a white. Anything really light for the ice variant. It reduces incoming damage, so you are increasing your armor and you are making it hard for them to even dent your armor. So ice energy, guys, make sure you've got a white energy. Right, let's go on to more stuff. Oh, I nearly forgot. Not only am I an Ice Chroma, I'm also an Arcane Guardian Chroma. Arcane Guardian, guys, is amazing. For any tanky frame, it just makes you godlike. Mine is only a rank 3 Arcane Guardian, but still it is very, very good. So we'll check out what Arcane Guardian is right now and give you the insight. So go to your foundry if you're not familiar with arcanes. Go to the bottom here, and as you can see, you've got arcanes. Click it once, and it will show you what arcanes you have. Arcanes, guys, if you didn't know, you can get arcanes from the Law of Retribution raid, as well as the Jordis Verdict raid. Arcanes are very, very good, guys. Equip them to certain frame helmets or Sindanas, and you will get a little buff. They're all ranked 1 to 4, and you need 10 of each one in order to maximize the output. Right, Chroma's Arcane Guardian. What does it do? What can it do for you? And, you know, where can I install it? Well, I installed it on Chroma's default helmet. I don't really like the other two helmets. I'm a bit snobby. I like my frames to look nice. But Arcane Guardian, on receiving damage, you at rank 1, you have a 5% chance for 15% armor increase for 5 seconds. Then it goes up to 10% chance for 30% armor for 10 seconds, 15% chance for 45% armor for 15 seconds, and then at max rank you have a 20% chance for a 60% armor increase for 20 seconds plus 1 arcane revive. What does that mean for you guys? It means basically if you are a tanky frame, so you have your Chromas, you have your Atlas, you have Valkyr, of course, you have Rhinos, these will help massively. Even though I only have a 15% chance for that proc, during the mission it was near enough constantly up. It is awesome. That Arcane Guardian coupled with Elemental Ward and Vex Armor plus my default armor, I can't even do the math. I was a god. It was amazing. And Chroma being one of the tanks without an immortal phase, he felt pretty immortal to me. He really did. So we'll get back to, of course, the increases on the abilities and what it actually means for you as a player. Right, here we go. Bog standard. Elemental Ward, the armor increase. Ugh, it's no, it's 150. Vex armor though being the best. This is the one we want to focus on. Vex armor, if you cast it without any mods on, it will give you a 350% increase to your armor. It is massive. And as it states here, when your shields are hit, Chroma's armor grows stronger. When health takes a hit, weapon damage increases. So once your shields are gone and you start taking a little bit, because it is a little bit of health damage, you will increase your damage output. So you enter a state of just uncontrollable rage. Just go nuts, guys. Do not fear the build. Do not fear it, embrace it, go berserk. And we'll get on to the weapons that will give you just a little bit more comfort for the nervous player like myself. So we'll put the mods on and we'll see what actually happens. Ba-da-da-dum. The armor increase, guys. 507%. It's called Scorn. You'll see it appear on the top right of your screen when you're in combat. It will say Scorn. As soon as you take health damage, you will also get Fury next to it as well. Embrace it. As soon as you see them, guys, you are entering God mode. The only thing that can stop you are the nullifiers. During the highlights video, if you haven't watched, I get hit by a bombard repeatedly, and it's like no damage. It's weak. So embrace the build, guys. What you want to do when you're playing this build is constantly have them up, guys. You get near enough a minute duration, so you've got a minute of uncontrollable rage. Get up close and personal with your melees if you've not done that. Get in there with a melee, guys. Embrace it. Take the damage. Arcane Guardian will kick in as well, so you have little to fear. So we'll have all of the damage multipliers, we'll have the duration, we'll have the status. Ice Elemental is a tank. It is basically mitigating damage taken. So embrace that. Enjoy it. Cast your Elemental Ward, cast Vex Armor. Let them hit you. If you are worried, let them hit you. Even the melees, even the butchers, let them have a few hits of you and then see how it actually kicks in. Arcane Guardian will kick in, Vex Armor will kick in, so you'll get Scorn, and then if you take a little bit of health damage, you'll get a damage multiplier from Fury. And then just absolutely open up on them, guys. That's all I have to say on them. I will let them speak for themselves. Just try it out and let me know in the comments below how you found it. We'll move on to the weapons, guys. More importantly, the melee choice. Even though you can become a seriously well-built tank, you are not immortal. If you want to savour the taste just a little bit more of being a tank and probably get up close and personal with a melee, now would be your chance. Fury will help your damage output and Scorn will keep you alive. You will take reduced damage because you'll have Arcane Guardian, Elemental Ward and Vex Armor keeping you alive at all times. But once you start taking a bit of damage on the higher end stuff, once enemies are about level 50, this is where melee choice can come in very handy. And the reason being is Life Strike, guys. Life Strike is something you're gonna want to touch up on. Doesn't have to be a maxed Life Strike. You can get away with an unranked Life Strike. Okay? Once you start taking a bit of health damage, change to melee, few channels of melee damage, and you'll be back up to full health. Okay guys, so enjoy this build. I swear to God, it works. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I managed to stay alive for 50 minutes alone on my tower for survival. Could have gone longer. I'm regretting not going longer. I think I may have to in the near future. As always, guys, give the video a like, comment on it below, let me know what builds you want me to go for next, what frames you want to see go through their tower for survivals, or just a weapon you want to see done. Try out Ice Tank Chroma, let me know how you found it in the comments below. Apart from that, guys, have a great day, and I will leave you with a few clips of this build in action. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.